Hi everyone, welcome back to Spam. This is a little moment on the internet here on YouTube where I share what I am sipping, perusing, adorned with, and making. Spam. And yeah, I am Sam or Spam, and I'm coming to you from sunny San Francisco, California. We have had beautiful weather here the last couple weeks. It's been such a joy. And so yeah, I've been enjoying that. Last time I filmed outside, I wanted to today, but we're actually doing some work outside, so it's a little bit of a mess down there. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. I am sipping today. I feel like this is an ongoing thing. I'm just sipping water out of my water bottle. I have had a bit of seasonal allergies this week, and so I've had a bit of a sore throat and just like some funny congestion stuff. And so I've just been trying to drink as many fluids as I can to try and keep that at bay. So that's that. Okay, perusing. Again, running theme. Strength of the Few. James Islington. I think I've been reading this for the last 3 episodes at least. I am in it. I'm in it now. Okay, it took me a while. It took me a long while to get into it. I am now 60 something percent in, 62%. It's very slow going. This book is very long. But I'm in it now. I feel like I know the characters better. I know what's sort of happening, and I know the worlds better just because there is so much world building in this series. And it's such a beautiful world, and sort of in the second book you get introduced to some new worlds. Hopefully that's not too much of a spoiler, but I don't think so. But you sort of get introduced to some new worlds, and so you need to kind of learn about those alongside Viz, who's the main character. And so, yeah, kind of tricky in that way, but I'm in it, and I feel like it's picking up and things are happening, so that's that. But yeah, I'm enjoying it now. I feel like, yeah, I'm still not reading a ton. I think I'm just finding that like it's easier to be distracted with other things right now. And so I'm finding that I'm like, if I could do something else other than read, I might. But I'm hoping this weekend to put in a ton of reading time and really try and fly through it. I usually read like a book a week. So when a book lasts this long, it's really hard for me to sort of like stay engaged. I'm such a quick reader. And so I think that's why I like romance. I like these sort of like punchy books where like things are happening all the time. So yeah, that's that. But still really enjoying it. Maybe I'll finish it this week. That's probably high hopes, but I'm hoping. Okay, adorned with. It's kind of hard to ignore what I'm wearing. I'm realizing it's like another person on the screen. I am still in my pajamas because it's Friday and I'm working from home. And I've just been running around, and so I'm cozy. But I just got this shirt on eBay a couple weeks ago. I've talked about this before, I used the Gem app. I have no affiliation with the Gem app. I found out about them because of B. Jones, who I follow here on YouTube and I adore. And she uses it to find specific things. And so I grew up with basset hounds. My parents have always had basset hound dogs around, and they're my favorite dogs in the world, not only because of like, look how cute, but because of just their personalities are so fun and so funny. And so I have a lot of like basset hound merch around me all of the time because they're really important to me. And so I had an alert set up for basset hound t-shirts, and I found this one and I like could not resist because it's so good. So it's a double XL, so it's a little bit large. I mean, it's more like a dress, but it just has a basset hound on it and says basset hound. There's like it's, you know, an old t-shirt, so it has some stains. It's definitely been loved, but I couldn't believe it. Look at those little paws. So cute. So big basset hound lover. I also realized unintentionally I have my basset hound socks on too, so I'm like really merched out right now. Repping my favorite breed for sure. So yeah, big basset hound lover here, and couldn't resist when this t-shirt came up on Gem app. I was like, I have to have it. So yeah, I still have the alert set up, and who knows, I'll probably end up with like 10 more t-shirts, but yeah, love these guys. Okay, adorned with, now on to making. Okay, I had last time my Shifting Moods scarf on the blocking mats. It has officially come off of the blocking mats and it's all blocked. It's still doing a little bit of rolling, but nothing crazy. And I love it. I haven't had a chance to wear it out yet just because it's been so nice here, but I absolutely cannot wait for when I do have that chance. It's like the perfect size scarf. Like, you could wear it down like this. I had a friend who came over and saw it and was like, oh my god, you have to wear it like over your head, which I actually love. I'm not usually a fan of that, but I kind of love it on my head with the way it's rainbow. It's just so cool, you guys. It's like such a work of art. I'm so proud of this knit. I don't think I will make another one anytime soon, nor do I think I'm seeking out intarsia, but oh, it's really soft and cozy and I am really proud of it. So yeah, and the backside looks really cleaned up, so I'm proud of it. Yay. So yeah, that's the Shifting Moods scarf. All done. I have not made any progress on the sailor slippers. I'm still waiting. I've just been putting them in with loads of wash as I've been doing laundry. And so I have no updates there because I haven't washed them any further. So they're still about the same size they were. I think they need to go through one more time, which will bring me up to 4 wash cycles. But they definitely seem to have felted the most when they've just been in with other stuff. Like I threw them in with a load of sheets and that shrunk them more than anything else had. So yeah, and we have a top loading washer, so I just do normal cycle, hot water, a little bit of gentle detergent, and they seem to be doing fine. So we'll do one more wash cycle and keep our fingers crossed. Okay, and then updates on my lovely ribbed scarf. I am ready to zoom on this right now. Progress keeper still in. You can see maybe I made a couple inches of progress. We're getting long. I might move this up right now so I don't forget, because I feel like I keep forgetting and sort of having to guess at where I'm at. But we are making some progress, which is good. Like I said, I'm sort of ready to fly through this at this point, just because now I feel like we're on the second half. I still have quite a lot of yarn left, so I know I've been a little nervous about the size of it, but I actually think, knock on wood, we might be okay. So I'm just gonna keep plugging along on it, but hoping to make some good, like actual intentional progress this week. I've been knitting on it some, but another project kind of took my attention this week, which we will talk about. So yeah, it's been okay, but not my main focus. So would like it to maybe be my main focus next week. We'll see, because this other project might be it. Okay, so speaking of this other project, I cast on the Roomy Raglan by Jules Efterfield last week and a half ago, and knit a lot on it. Okay, that's the back. Sorry. Knit a lot on it. I cast on with a blue yarn, and then used a marled yarn. These are from an unraveled Abercrombie sweater that a friend of my mother's picked up at the thrift store. So I cast on with a size 9 needle, following some project pages that I had seen. Didn't gauge swatch, was sort of like, it's gonna be big, I'll be fine. Knit all of it, finished a sleeve actually, and then was about to start on the second sleeve. I've been really nervous about having enough yarn for this sweater, just because it is from an unraveled sweater. Like, I can't just order more. If I need more, I'm sort of out of luck if I get to a point where it's like, oh, I wanted more yarn. So I've been nervous. So I cast them with a smaller needle, and I knit only, I can't measure and tell you, but I think I only knit like 9.5 inches of raglan increases, and the pattern calls for 12. Most project pages that I've seen call for 11. I think I knit 9.5, and I was like, I just don't think this is gonna be oversized enough. Like, I think I want it bigger and more roomy, as the pattern dictates. So I got a lot of the way through. I cast off a sleeve, which you can't see now. I did a lot of knitting on it, it actually goes so fast because it's on size 9 needles, and it's pretty bulky yarn. So I got all of that way, and then was like, I think I want to knit this on a larger needle. And I don't have such limited yarn quantities that I couldn't knit the full 11 and knit a longer sleeve. Like, that's just not a concern for me as much. Like, I think I do want a longer sleeve than it calls for, and I do want to do the full, or the sort of full, according to project pages, 11 inches of raglan increases. So, and I think that will be easier, and I will like the fabric better on a size 10 needle. It's just a little bit tight right now, and not that I expect it to be like drapey, but I think I could knit this yarn on a size 10 and the fabric would be fine. So that's what I get for not gauge swatching. Learn your lessons. I'm not a big gauge swatcher, unfortunately, and even with this, like, probably won't learn my lesson. But I am in the process right now of tearing it out. So I'm gonna tear back all the way to the collar. I think my ribbing is fine. I think I'll keep the same ribbing needle. I think that looks pretty good. But I am going to go ahead and rip back to the collar and re-knit with a size 10. Like I said, it took me all of a week to get all of that done, so I don't feel too badly about tearing it out. I don't think it's gonna be like a huge time suck for me, but yeah, kind of a bummer, that one, to knit all of that and then be like, never mind, I'm gonna tear it out. So I'm gonna spend some time tearing it out this week and we'll go from there. So yeah, but I'm loving the yarn. I love the way it looks. And I think it's actually gonna be like a really classic sweater for me that I wear a lot. So in that way, like, I don't mind tearing it out and redoing it because I want a sweater that I'll wear a lot, which I think this will be when I tear it out and reknit it. So yeah, so we're gonna go with a size 10 needle, do our thing, and yeah, hopefully next time I have just as much progress to show. We'll see. So that is all of my knitting for the week. I made one other thing this week, which is looking a little wilty, so I need to probably refresh it a little bit, but one of my goals, I'm unraveling the sweater while I talk. One of my goals this week, not this week, this year in 2026, is to make a bouquet every month. I love flower arranging. I grew up with a grandmother who had a really large flower garden, and we would do a flower arrangement when I came over to her house, like if we were having lunch or something, and put it on the table, and I hold those memories really dear, and it's something that I really love to do and something I wish I did more of, so I'm doing more of it this year. I'm gonna try and do one a month. So in February, my partner got me some flowers for Valentine's Day very sweetly, and so that was sort of my arrangement. January, I didn't make an arrangement, so I'm already a little bit behind, but I'm just not gonna count that, and you know, the goal is there, and if I keep doing it, then I'll get closer, right? So no point in being upset that I didn't do it in January. But I wanted to show you my arrangement for March. So I just got these flowers at Trader Joe's. So went to TJ's and got some hyacinths, chamomile, and billy balls, and put them in a vase that I have, one of my little favorite bud vases. See, this one's getting a little, they're getting a little like, they were standing straight up. They were looking really cute like this. But yeah, so I love how the chamomile looks so wild, and the billy balls sort of ground it, and then the hyacinths just smell amazing. You walk into our apartment and it's like, smells so good. So yeah, and I was able to make this and another smaller vase of just the hyacinths and chamomile. And I just am really happy with it, and I'm really happy that I've been doing this and sort of making a go of it and just trying to, see, if I do that, it looks but yeah, it's been really fun, and we had some friends over and they were commenting on it, which was really sweet. So yeah, that feels like something I made with my hands that I wanted to just share, and it's such a perfect time for it. I actually work fairly close to a flower market here in the city, and so I'm hoping in future to go get my flowers from the flower market, but this time we happened to be having people over, and I was like, oh, I want to make an arrangement before they're here. So yeah, so those are the things I've sort of been making this week with my hands. I've also been doing a lot of cooking around the house, so I'm actually about to go make some lunch. And I'm gonna make something from scratch, which feels really good to be doing that. And I feel like with spring coming, everything feels like I have a little bit more energy, and the time changes this weekend. So yeah, I hope you're feeling similarly. I hope the changing of the seasons is bringing you some lightness and some room for growth. And yeah, I hope you're using your hands to see that through. Yeah, I feel like I always want to end on a really deep note, but just to say that, yeah, I hope you're holding yourself close, taking care of yourself, taking care of those around you. Yeah, making things with your hands for yourself, for others, for the joy of doing it. And I'm really glad you chose to spend, the last 16 minutes with me. It means a lot to me, and I'm so glad to have you here. I'm sending you the biggest hug, and I will be back next week with hopefully some progress on some of these things, and hopefully another sunshiny day. All right, we'll talk to you all soon. Bye.